Sadness is one of the most familiar human emotions. We recognize it in lowered eyes, a slumped posture, reduced energy, slower walking, and sometimes crying. But sadness is more than a facial expression or a passing mood. It's a coordinated response involving the brain, body, personal memories, and social environment. From an evolutionary perspective, sadness may be adaptive. It commonly follows loss, disappointment, social rejection, or failure to achieve an important goal. By temporarily reducing activity and reward-seeking behavior, sadness may allow a person to pause, reassess what has happened, and redirect their efforts. Its outward expression may also communicate distress and encourage support from other people. However, normal sadness is not the same as major depressive disorder. Sadness usually has an identifiable context and gradually improves. Depression is a broader clinical condition that may involve persistent low mood, loss of interest, reduced energy, disturbed sleep or appetite, impaired concentration, and significant disruption of everyday functioning. Scientists continue to debate how sadness is produced in the brain. Basic emotion theory proposes that sadness developed from ancient emotional circuits shared across mammals. One proposed system is the panic or grief network, which responds to separation and social loss. Its circuitry extends from deep brain regions, including the dorsal periaqueductal gray in the brainstem, towards the anterior cingulate cortex. Psychological constructionism offers a different explanation. It argues that the brain does not contain one dedicated sadness center. Instead, sadness is constructed when the brain combines bodily sensations, memories, language, previous experiences, and information from the surrounding environment. Modern evidence suggests that both theories may contain part of the answer. Subcortical systems may provide the basic emotional response, while higher cortical networks interpret that response, according to context, culture, and personal experience. Neuroimaging supports this network-based understanding. Sadness involves several interacting systems. The salience network, particularly the anterior cingulate cortex and insula, helps identify emotionally important information and monitors from the inside of the body. The default mode network supports self-reflection, autobiographical memory, and thoughts about personal relationships. Frontoparietal networks contribute to attention and emotional regulation, while brainstem and cerebellar systems influence bodily and autonomic responses. During sadness, attention often shifts away from the external environment towards internal thoughts, memories, and bodily sensations. This helps explain why a sad person may become quieter, less responsive towards rewards, and more focused on past events. Sadness also affects the body. It may alter heart rate, breathing, and skin conductance. Crying sadness may increase physiologic arousal, while quiet sadness may reduce it. Posture and movement are also involved. People often walk more slowly and adopt a slumped position when sad. Genetics may influence how easily someone experiences negative emotions, but there is no single sadness gene. Variations involving serotonin, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and oxytocin systems have been investigated, although results remain inconsistent. Genes appear to interact with childhood experiences, relationships, stress, culture, and the wider social environment. Understanding the neuroscience of sadness has influenced the treatment of depressive disorders. Reduced activity in parts of the left frontal cortex contributed to the development of treatments such as transcranial magnetic stimulation. The subgenual anterior cingulate cortex has also become a target for deep brain stimulation in carefully selected cases of severe treatment-resistant depression. The central message is that sadness is not simply a weakness or a malfunction. It is a complex and often useful human response involving ancient emotional circuits, higher cognitive networks, the autonomic nervous system, and our social world. Problems arise when sadness becomes prolonged, repetitive, and disabling. Ultimately, the neuroscience of sadness reminds us that emotions are not located in one isolated brain region. They emerge through continuous communication between the brain, body, personal history, and environment. And remember, if you're feeling sad and it is prolonged, there is nothing wrong with seeing a psychiatrist. Thank you for your attention and have a blessed day.